the warm-up.
I've been pacing myself more, so I think I'm okay. I'm okay.
Well, you work on Sunday, so it says everything.
But I rest on Saturday.
Yeah, but nobody rests on Saturday. But anyways.
Listen, my allergies are acting up. You might see, like, I don't know if the listeners can see, but there's a difference between this eye and this eye.
Yeah.
So, oh, damn, you see it? Shit.
And I'm blind as fuck, so it says everything. But well, nobody will pay attention. But
it's my allergies. It's because I keep rubbing. I hate this season so much.
Yeah.
Anyways, en tout cas, we can start. I mean, we've already been recording. So what's up, everyone? Breakdown to Lowdown.
What up? Breakdown to Lowdown. You already know.
I mean, I'm excited because I can't wait to get to the Lowdown. I have to get Clarence's opinion on the shit that happened this week.
On what?
Don't worry about it. We're gonna get there. But if y'all have seen our stories,
you say that, it always backfired on me.
How? No, it's because I know I know you enough now to know your opinion on certain things. So it's just funny to me.
A lot of shit happened this week though. But
oh man, we got that Joe Budden shit. Oh, we got some stuff to talk about. We got some stuff. So, but we're excited to be here, and I want to remind you guys, if you're not already, that you should be following us on social media. We are at real_B2L on Twitter. We're at Breakdown to Lowdown on Instagram, and you can just search Breakdown to Lowdown on Facebook. All of those are with the number 2, not the word 2. Honestly, I want to thank everybody that has followed. If you haven't, I am looking at you sideways. We are asking you, as Clarence says, do your homework. That term has been coined here at Breakdown to Lowdown, because we do love to interact with y'all. And even one of the people that I'm gonna read their email here. I actually also saw your comment on our Instagram page. So you tried a few times to get in touch with us. So I appreciate that. I appreciate when people do try and interact with us and all of that stuff. And I encourage that if you do, not only are you messaging us and following us, but you're sharing it with a friend as well.
Facts. The real MVP.
Yes. Shout out to Decent from last week, where we had some good comments from his interview. People who enjoyed that conversation. Decent's a cool guy. I like him. He's welcome in my book back anytime. All right, so let's get into some of the stuff that you guys said last week. Don't forget, we read your comments at the top of the show, the warm-up. You can email us, breakdowntolowdown@gmail.com. First comment I want to read here is from Chinar. Hello, Nikki and Clarence. I am a new listener, found your show on Stitcher, and I really enjoyed it. I agree with you, Nikki. I think Marlon Wayans' dad bod is not a dad bod at all. And I like the point you made, Clarence, about immigrant parents not wanting to move anymore after a certain age. It really is a big responsibility for us as the children to try and get our parents to remain active. They are so hard-headed as they get older. It's tough. Love the show! Exclamation point.
Salute to H.E.R. H.E.R, don't take it personally. We fucking up names out there. You're a little listener, so we'll figure it
we
out.
Love you. We love you, mean. we don't know how to pronounce anything. But shout out to you. Very happy that you're part of the family now. Yeah, man. I feel your pain with the parents, man. My parents don't listen to me at all. They don't. It's very tough when you become like you kind of, we flip roles, right? We kind of become the caregivers. Like, we care more about their well-being now than they do about ours. I'm like, hey, did you eat today? Are you making sure you're staying on top of that med schedule or whatever? Like, that's how I am with my parents. I be like, I tell my mom, because she's like, I love you, but she's like a little lazy, you know what I mean? So I'd be like, did you walk? Because my mom is a teacher, and right now in Ontario they closed the schools again, so she's working virtually. So she's not moving at all now. I'm just like, you need to get up. Like, you need to go for a walk. I know you're used to like now sitting, but it gives me anxiety. I'm like, yo. Anyways, they don't listen to me, so I agree with you.
No, definitely. Like, when I was saying that, it's like, for example, the best example is my dad. My dad now, like, he's sick. He can't walk by himself now, to a point that like everybody don't want to tell him. But it was like, man, if before you would have took these little walks with like your friend or whatever, or when they ask you if you want to go out or whatever, maybe like would have been to move to a certain capacity.
Right.
At one point, it's just catching up. So
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, the thing is, what happens is we get into a caregiver role, but they're still adults. So you can't force them. They're going to do whatever they want to do. So it's like,
but that's the thing. The older they get, like she said, the older they get, the more stubborn they are. And sometimes they think they know everything, and then they be like,
mm-hmm.
"Man, if you were right." I'm like, oh, of course I was right. But anyways,
You're damn right. Anyways, we're going to move on. But thank you, Char, for your comment.
mm,
Let's see. Let's read this comment here from Destiny. Oh, Destiny, that you're the one I saw on IG as well. She says, my goodness, the musical picks were on point this week. I had to write in 4 exclamation points after that. You guys really do keep my playlist popping. I absolutely love that Nobody But You song. How incredibly sweet and beautiful. And I added Zine Soul and The Honest Guy to my library with the quickness. I'm excited to see what you guys have in store for the show. I listen while I work.
shout out to Destiny.
Shout out to Destiny, man. Those were some dope picks last week. I do agree with you.
Thanks, thanks.
Man, like we really do be playing great music. And because I do this show, I often forget that not everybody like listens to what we listen to, because sometimes I'll be outside of this realm and somebody will be like, man, like I don't know any good R&B or whatever. I'm like, are you serious? Because I got like, and I forget that not everybody is like in it like we are. I'm like, some people really think like there ain't good
Mhm.
R&B out here.
But the thing is, what I figured, to be honest, like the most of the people, if it's not like 70% of the people that I know, they just don't give a fuck. They literally just go on Spotify, Tidal, or Apple Music, and they just go on like the mainstream playlist, if I can say
Mm,
that. Some people, they won't be like us and be like looking all around for new music.
right, looking in the crates. And that's why I'll need to listen to Breakdown to Lowdown. We do the work for you. Share, tell a friend. And the last comment here is from Eugene. I think that's how you say it. It says, what's good, y'all? Dope episode as usual this week. Decent was on 100% right about Soulja Boy, and I also agreed with his take on the Candy and Boys to Men situation. These type of business situations need to be addressed beforehand. I don't necessarily agree that most of it is on Candy, though. I think there is a respectful way to handle any situation, especially in business, so that no one leaves with a negative view of the other and the problem is rectified. Yeah, there is, but sometimes there's not going to be a wreck. I'm going to be honest, like sometimes it's not going to be a peaceful resolution.
Mm,
It's not, and sometimes not. Okay, this is going to sound bad, but because I actually learned this from Clarence too. Not every business relationship needs saving. You know what I mean? If it doesn't, if if you disrespected me to a point where I just feel like it doesn't serve me anymore to keep forcing that, then I don't need to. I'm not mincing my feelings anymore. You know, it is what it is. This is how I felt, and and I don't need to work with you. There's other groups, there's other songwriters. You know what I mean? It is what it is to
yeah.
me.
No, and to be honest, like I told you that last time, but I told you that multiple times when we talking off air or whatever. But it's like it's more than ever recently. Well, this year, like I'm applying this like to a point. Like I gave you your chance, it's a dub. Even if like it's friend, me personally, like I make sure that I make myself clear. Like there's like friendship and there's business. Then if you're in your feelings, there's a gray line for you or a gray zone for you or whatever. Like it's
Yeah.
all, but like, man, it is what it is at this point.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree with that to an extent. You know what I mean? Of course, there are some things that I'll put more effort in than others, but if it's draining me more than it's putting into me,
Mm,
I'm not forcing it. But
yeah.
thank you, Eugene, for your comment. Thank you to everybody that wrote in. Actually,
I have a question. I have a question for you, though. Matter of fact, all
for
the
me,
listeners,
mm,
yeah, you and all the listeners, because I was having this debate with someone this week, a black person, and she was like, "Look,
okay,
no, because you will understand where I'm coming from with that. Why I had to put the emphasis on black is because like." He was like, "Oh well, your team in general, whatever you're doing, yeah, you're working with black people, but you're working with like other races and all that. Not saying that like you shouldn't work with them, but you should like put some shine on the black people and all that." But I told the person like, by my personal experience, it's good to support black business. I will always try to do that first, but at this point,
Mm-hmm.
if I got the Asian person or the Spanish person doing the job and he's serious, and the other person that I know, even though I don't have that many resources, black, and he's playing games, fuck it, I'm gonna stick to what I got. So I don't know.
Yeah.
She didn't understand it, but like me personally, as my personal experience is like, man, like I like working with black people sometimes, but when you're not on the same page, like I'm not gonna. How can I say that? I'm not gonna slow down my business because a black person is playing game when I'm trying to put shine on it. Like at the end, like man, it is what it is. Whoever trying to do the work, black, yellow, blue, I don't give a fuck. I'm just trying to I'm just trying to get that shit done at this point.
And I agree with you to a certain extent. Like so I'm not gonna say for which one of my projects, because
Mm,
you guys know I do a few things, but for a specific thing that I was working on, I was looking for somebody to help out with something.
mm,
And I held a few interviews for this thing, and the two people that really stood out and made it to the finals, it was two girls,
mm.
two women, but one
Yeah,
was
I'll let you do
black.
the interview.
Yeah, I be and they got to pass the interviews. One was black and one was not black. We'll say that.
Yeah.
And I will say this, I come from I'm a black woman.
Mm,
I know what it is to try and get into this industry. And I have seen it beforehand. Like, it's not much of us, like
mm,
us back there. So
mm.
for sure, when I saw her and, I understood her background and what she was trying to do, I was like, oh man, I would love to give her this experience. But then the other girl blew me out of the water. Like, she impressed me, Jean, the other girl that wasn't black.
Mm.
So, to make my decision, I had them both do a certain test. And,
Sorry,
and
I'm laughing, but it's just like, man, what the hell? It's like a corporate world, whatever. But anyways,
well, I don't play about my businesses. I
oh,
don't.
it's facts. It's
Um,
facts. It's facts. I agree with you.
I had them pass the test and both of them did really well. The one that was not black did better. I'm gonna be honest. Um,
Okay.
and I spoke to a friend about it before I made the decision. I was like, yo, why is it make me a bad person if I want to choose her just because she's black and I want to kind of give her this opportunity? Or because and I will say this, what she had above the other one is she was nicer. The other one was ruder, the one that wasn't black.
But
So
you see, okay,
I
I'll let you finish, and I'll give you my.
Yeah, so I think for me, a part of it was like, okay, not only is she, yes, she's a young black woman trying to do her thing, but she's so nice. The other one was a little bit arrogant and a little rude. And yes, you're good. I see that, and you know that you're good, but it's also coming off like, am I able to work with you? Like, am I gonna have a good rapport with you? Like, are we gonna get along? And that helped me make the decision, and I went with a black girl. But and coming back to Clarence's point, sometimes, or I don't know who was making, your friend that you said was making the point,
Yeah.
sometimes you do try to uplift the community a little more. And if
Yeah.
I'll be honest, if she was completely bad, like, I'm not gonna put somebody that's bad, but she could do it. It's just she just had a little thing less than the other girl, but it's not like she was bad, you know what I mean? So I decided to give her that opportunity. And on the other side of it, I'm looking for somebody currently. I need somebody in web design, and I've been, meeting with a few people, seeing, their portfolios or whatever. And I would love, the person who I had before was a black woman. It's hard to find a black woman who knows coding and web develop. I barely know the words. Like, I don't know. So I was like, I thought I found a unicorn, but unfortunately she got sick, and
Yeah.
that relationship kind of ended. So I was looking for somebody. I was like, damn, if I could find another black girl like that codes, I'd be like, I'm lit. Like, it's so exciting. But I didn't get no black women. You know what I mean? So am I going to stop myself from hiring a nice young man who can do the job just because I can't put on a black person in this position? No.
But it depends on your approach too. Me personally, like you do the interview and all that. Me personally, I go with your energy. I see, like, I like to see if you're hungry. You could be like on another level where like you got like some a bazillion client or whatever, your shit is popping, but like sometimes your energy might be off. Like people will tell you, there's a lot of them that are working with them right now, that are working with me right now. Like, yo, I'm probably their first client ever. So I would just put them on. I'm like, yo, man, you're fucking you fucking do that. What you fucking dope at what you're doing. You
But
don't
you
even know.
felt
Like,
that ambition.
yeah, I'm like, you might as well fuck that. I'm gonna work from the ground up with you, and then we're building up from there. And then some of them, like, yo, they barely have time for me, no, and I'm not even mad. They barely have time for me. They do their thing. This is how it should be. That's how I feel. But like me, I'm more on the energy and your hunger. If I see that you playing game, you lazy, I gotta call you like 5, 6 times to be like, yo, is that shit done? Is that shit done? And you know me, I don't follow up. I don't follow. I don't like to run after people. If you
Yeah,
tell
he
me,
doesn't.
yeah, if you're telling me you're gonna do it, like you're gonna do it. So anyway, that's how I be. But like all that to say, I don't know, man. I don't care if you blue, black, yellow, purple. Just do the job, man. That's how it is. No, but
I just
you working for your name at the end of the day. If you have a bad rep, man, it's on you.
No, I agree with you. I was laughing because he said I don't follow up, and I just remembered like I do be following up, and also one of the reasons I follow up is because my memory is so bad. Like y'all think I'm joking. Like
Mm.
somebody tells me something right now, and I forgot. I gotta ask you. I'm like, what day did you? What was it that you said we were doing, or what was that name of that place? Like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to eat fish and stuff. I'm working on it. I'm praying on it. It's bad. So I have, if anybody comes to my house, like they know I have 15 notebooks because I write everything down. All my note apps are full. My agenda is full. I write everything down. That's the only way I can stay on top of things. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Anyways,
yeah. Anyway,
so now you know my brain doesn't work that well. Okay, so breakdown.
let's get it.
The breakdown, 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 breakdown.
All right, everyone, welcome to the breakdown. I'm starting out this week. I'm excited because I picked something from Clarence, one of Clarence's faves. You know what I mean? He be riding hard for this guy. So
My boy Breezy.
so
God.
I'm excited because this was honestly, I'll tell you why I'm excited. It's been a long time I've heard something that excited me from Chris Brown, and it's in collaboration with H.E.R. It's a single, her and Chris Brown. It's in. I can't have my opinions, here. Okay. So it's called "Come Through." It's their
Mm,
latest single. Let's get into it, and we'll come back.
let's get it.
Almost missing my flight today. I look good even though I feel shitty. I just got back out this way. You already got plans for the city. Call them off cause you call them off for me. You're always going on and on. Got it all, ask me why I never leave. I don't go out much, but you should come through tonight. I'm chillin' on the west side, boo. Call my homegirl, tell your best friend you can slide too. On the low, remote location. I don't want them see me getting faded. You should come through tonight. I only kick it with a tight crew. They won't tell cause they tryna live their best life too. On the low, on my own, I'll be wavy. Hit me on my phone, I'll be waiting. Yeah.
Looking at you cry, going crazy. If I could, I would take the pain away. I don't see that smile I made. You already make plans that ain't with me. Trying hard, I've been trying hard to breathe.
All right, guys, that was H.E.R. and Chris Brown with "Come Through," brand new single. I heard a couple times on the radio, and this is why I chose it because it caught my attention. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like this is like great music for a rainy day. It
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
like walking in the rain, driving in the rain. I like that the guitar feels homey, feels like a nice hug. Chris and H.E.R. they deliver like honestly one of the warmest, one of the most fitting duets I've heard in a long time. Like
Mm-hmm.
their voices were so like
Yeah, man.
matching.
Yeah.
Yes, matching. That's the word. The writing on the song is spectacular as well. I
Mm,
First of all, I like the way the pre-chorus and the chorus is strong, which is very impressive to me because a lot of these songs lately I've been seeing either the chorus is strong, pre-chorus is strong, but not both. I think both are strong on this song. I think
mhm.
it's catchy. I feel it feels like home, like I said, and I think it's Chris Brown at his best. He sounds whenever Chris Brown sounds whenever he's talking about real shit, like when he's not like on his when he's vulnerable, I like that more than the the what's the example like his
on some pills and automobiles type of
pills
thing.
and automobile. What's the other one? The one that he loyal. Yeah, these hoes ain't loyal. I like it better than that. So that
oh my.
Even though it was a popular song, you know what I mean. And I lost my note. Where is it? Storytelling? No, that's not it. Oh yes. So I feel like they're both putting their little inflections and personalities in between. Like, you hear both of their ad libs. I like that. They both fit like a glove. I was really impressed. And Chris doing falsetto behind her. There was a part where he's like doing the falsetto behind her voice. I was like, who vocal produced this? Like, this is stellar. Like, it's a stellar. He needs to work with her every day. Like, let's just make a joint album. I want that joint album. That's my thoughts.
I agree with you on that, and I feel like the way that they build the track, like it was built perfectly. Like it's a nice collab, nice featuring, like you said earlier. I feel like you said something interesting about like the pre-chorus and the chorus. Usually, I feel like the chorus, like for people that watch basketball, like when the point guard give you the alley oop. That's the way. That's how it is.
Just get set up. Yeah.
To the chorus, like is the setup. Like if it's not nicely set up, then like it's a rap. And the whole thing made the whole hook catchy, and it's slow. But like I like, how can I say that? Like you can feel like the intimacy because of the instrumental and the delivery. So
yes,
man, the whole thing is the whole track is dope for me. So
yes,
and at the same time, you could feel like the narrative, like how can I say that? Like both personal, like you could feel like her is the good girl and like Chris Brown is the bad guy trying to get the good girl. Like it reflects both personalities. So
yes, but I love that the chorus. Like, but like but you should come through tonight. I'm chilling on the west side. Call my homegirl. Tell your best friend you can slide to on the low. Remote location. I like the way it flows in and out. The lyrics there, it's very well written. It's very well put together, as Clarence said. So I have nothing. Like I was thoroughly impressed. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, dope pick.
Yeah. So what's your first pick for us this week?
This week, man, I got this girl from the UK, Kara Marni. Twisted Fantasy. That's her new single. Let's hear it.
I've been torn between myself today. Thought you would be lying, but you're talking straight. You're spinning me these words for me to contemplate. These facts and all these feelings I can separate. Now you got me where you wanna be. Caught up in your world of false reality. Your actions got me questioning my sanity. It's insanity. Yeah.
Man, Nikki forgot to record again.
Again, guys,
She mentioned it earlier. She forgot a lot.
Yo, that's so true. And I told y'all I don't be and the crazy thing is, this is bad because I don't like self-fulfilling prophecies, right? I don't like to say things about myself. The more you say it, the more like it becomes true. That's why I don't think I've really mentioned on this show too much that I have a bad memory because I don't like to say it. But some stuff I actually have to be honest about. Like, and I be visualizing things like I did them and it didn't happen at all. Like in the winter, you guys don't know how many times like I see myself taking my scarf and I get into the car and I have no scarf on. I don't understand. Every time I'm like,
man, I don't want to throw you under the bus, but hey, it's kind of a shame that your memory is kind of bad, man, coming from a stoner.
That's funny. That's kind of shady, but it's okay. Listen, there's no defense.
No shade.
We had some great
shade.
Like we were making some great facial expressions on the warm up and that first part. Like, you know what I mean? I had a very visceral reaction to Chris Brown and H.E.R that you guys didn't see, and I'm upset. But what can I do?
It didn't sell though.
What can I do, man? All I can do is apologize and move on, and hopefully next week it's better. Love y'all, mean it.
Next week, everything will be on point. Yeah.
See, but last week, Clarence knows this, that he has to be my eyes and ears. Last week he was better. He caught it earlier.
All right. This is how it is. All right.
Yes, he caught it earlier last week, but it's okay. All right. We good though. We here though, and we're talking about
we live Ray J voice.
Twisted. What's your song?
Twisted Fantasy.
Twisted Fantasy.
Kara Marni. Kara Marni. Anyway, man, shout out to Kara Marni.
Kara Marni.
Kara. Oh, God damn. You sure?
My shit. I don't know. That's what you wrote.
Kara. No, I didn't wrote Kara.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
I have the text in front of me.
Yes, so do I.
Oh.
I mean, say maybe I can't remember, but I sure can read.
Allegedly.
Bon. Can you tell us about the song?
Kara Marni. And God damn. And actually, I wrote it right. But anyways, Kara Marni. So nah, man. That's my pick for that's my first pick for this week. Man, the funniest thing about this track, like the same. How can I say that? By listening to it, from the first listening, you can feel like the warm vibes because of the vocals and everything. But if you listen to the lyrics, that's another story. It's this title is pretty much self-explanatory. It's about someone. Basically, well, she kind of said it in the lyrics. Let me pull out the lyrics. She kind of mentioned that the guy kept it a buck, but at the same time, she didn't want to believe it. So she was kind of her own fantasy, but that's clearly not the case. It's not all lovey-dovey.
Yeah, it's like it was in her head kind of thing.
Yeah, it was in her head, but no, I like it. I like the vibe of it. It's up tempo. There's a mix of like house and R&B elements on that track, and like I like I feel like in her vocals she got some soul, and like her vocals and the instrumental, it's a good match, and it kind of gets your attention right away. You kind of in a trance when you listen to it. You can't stop listening to it. Like me personally, like when I was listening to it, it was on repeat. So another one from the UK. That's her latest single. So can't wait for a project, to be honest.
I didn't love it.
You didn't love it? Oh,
damn. I was surprised because we've been doing so well. It immediately started like something I heard before. I was like, is there a sample here? I don't know. I felt like I've heard this song before.
I don't know about the sample, but
I wasn't sure. So you're right. It's up tempo, but it's dark. It's like I feel like it's eager, but it's sulking. Like it's melancholy as well. Yeah. I don't know. It just wasn't really my type of song. I didn't vibe with it. But I think she sounds really good. Like I think she really has like a dope voice. I just didn't like the song.
Yeah. All right. All good. So yeah, what you get? Now we're going on your next pick.
Mm-hmm.
It's an artist that we have in common.
Mm-hmm. We both chose tracks from this new project from the artist formerly known as Dram. Mm-hmm. His name now is Shelley. I don't like when artists do that. Okay, Prince tried to do it. We still call him Prince. But I'll try and respect it and call him Shelley because that's what you want to be called.
But sometimes it works.
For who did it work for?
Damn, what's the name of that artist?
P. Diddy. He's the only one that could change his name 50 times.
Yeah, but,
Puff Daddy, Puffy.
Well, but he recently did it for Sean Love, and it's corny. So
Yeah, that was bad.
How do you call him? Love, Dr. I don't know, but
It was Sean
he
Love.
actually changed. Actually, he changed his government name for Sean Love. Sean Love.
Are you serious? This is what happens when you get too much.
But it's funny. But but no, 24 hours. Let me find what was his name before actually, and it's funny because he on his lap. 24
I
hours.
find that it took you that long. No, I've played.
You know 24 hours.
I've played songs by him, but I don't even know what the person looks like. I just have him in my playlist.
Nah, but I remember, and even for himself, he said it. Damn, I need to find out his name before. But anyways, he said it like on his past name, his career wasn't taking off, but when he changed his name, that when he started booming.
It also worked for her. I just she used to be Gabby Wilson. Okay, I guess it can, but I don't know.
It depends how you finish it. But to be honest, as far as it goes for drum, like I didn't know he released an album, but it was under Shelley. That's the thing. So, and I'm a big drum guy. Like drum is my guy. And I didn't know just because he changed his name. But anyway.
Well, I didn't know because I kept seeing Shelley FKA DRAM. I kept seeing it on different lists, and I didn't know what the hell that meant. I just found out today that FKA meant formerly known as. I was like, oh.
You didn't know?
No.
Really?
Yes.
Well, I had my moment last week, so it's your turn this week.
Was it what did yours was like really bad. I remember you asked us something.
Something's got me fucked up.
Oh, that one. But remember when you asked us what does WT was it WTF? No. Oh. It was a Tone Stite song. With me. Fuck with me. You didn't know what FWM meant?
No, I didn't know. Damn. Yeah, every 2 weeks I have my moment.
It's okay. We be having moments. Listen, I just didn't record for 25 minutes, so I'm still kind of hurt about it, but I'm trying to act like I'm okay. So I think. Wait, who's next? Is it me?
Yeah.
It's me. Yeah. So my pick from it's actually also called Shelley FKA DRAM. The album is the same name as he is. And the song that I chose is called All Pride Aside with Summer Walker. Mm. So we'll get into it because the song is kind of deep. Let's hear it.
Girl, if I did this song with you, that means I enable you. I'd be forced to get along with you, 'cause I wanna be enabled to. And if you give me all your love, that means you enable me. But baby girl, I'm far from done. Somehow I must return the fee. If I swallow all my pride, then you would be alright. And if you gave yourself to me, that would be enabling.
Yes, that was All Pride Aside, Shelley and Summer Walker. I really, this song really puts me in a sort of a mood. Not sad.
Mood setter.
Sorry?
It's a cozy mood setter.
I mean, it's a mood setter. I just don't know which mood it's set in exactly, but it has a deeper meaning for me. Like if like, you know, he starts off like, if I do this song with you, if I do this song about you, I'm enabling you. It's a powerful way to start off the album because it's a storytelling. He's crooning. So he's also like, you know, he's definitely singing to us. He's singing from the soul. He tackles like topics of being addicted to love, but it's subtly also addressing his own battle with addiction because he's been kind of absent from the industry fighting with addiction, you know, and kind of like working on himself in that element. So I like that. I like that he's addressing that first off on the like straight up first song. Let's get into it. There's an element to this song that I find like a little, I wrote shy, but it's because I couldn't think of the word. It's more mystery, but it's like whatever is in between shyness and mystery. It's like aloof a little bit, like it's escaping you a little bit. It's like it's not getting too deep into like it doesn't tell you all the details in the way that they are delivering the vocals and the instrumental. I feel like they're both like not holding back, but it's almost like when you're telling somebody something that happened to you, but you don't want to fully divulge everything. That's what I feel. So yeah, I think aloof is the right word. As if what you see is not all that there is. That's what I wrote. I think the song is extremely addictive. The melody sticks with you. Like if you hear it once, I was humming it afterwards. It's very like it's catchy is the word. It's very memorable. The last minute and 20 seconds is amazing. That minute and 20 seconds, that repetitive cycle. Sorry?
Where like the instrumental is switching up, like it
switches up a little bit. And here, what he's repeating here is, since we not stopping ourselves, I'll keep letting you if you keep letting me. Since we not stopping ourselves, I'll keep letting you if you keep letting me. And he's repeating that because what it is, it's addiction. It's a cycle, right? Like if we're not going to stop and you're enabling me, I'm enabling you, then it's just going to keep going, right? It's a vicious cycle. And I love that he captured that so perfectly with just repeating the outro over and over again. And I love that intro. I like creative things like that.
No, well, I didn't thought about it that deep like you, but it kind of makes sense. It's a fact that he had some addiction or whatever, but I was seeing it more as a creative way. Well, sometimes it's fact. Sometimes we can deal with certain people. Like you know that, man. If I'm messing with this person for whatever reason, man, it's not gonna be good for me or whatever. But at the same time, it feel good. Like Kanye said in one of his songs, like everything that's supposed to be bad make me feel so good. So that's the vibe that
it's
I have.
It's the same concept, yeah.
That's the vibe that I have from that. So for me, man, I like when artists work on their track. They push it further. They push the artistry further, not just do a regular track. There's actually a concept behind it, and that's what I like about that track. And like the moment where like the instrumentals switch up, like man, you could feel like the sense of urgency, because not only because of the instrumental, but
and it dropped down a bit. Didn't you feel like it dropped down a bit? Yeah.
At one point it's dropping down a bit. So, and it's kind of matching the lyrics content too. So that's why for me, like the execution of it is perfect. So, and man, if I hear some bass on the track, like
you do like a good bass line. You do like it.
I was about to say a joke from South Park, but man, I'm gonna keep it up.
I mean, we say worse things here, so.
No, it's just like at one point, like they were trying to make a band, and like, what's the name of the black guy? Token. And Carmen was like,
I didn't watch enough South Park to know the names.
Yeah, but they were trying to make a band, and they were like, "Man, Token, you black. You supposed to play some bass." Oh, yeah, you're right. My parents got a bass, and they were. But anyways,
okay.
Anyways, that track is a fucking dope opener for a dope album. So
I love it, and Summer sounds really good on here. Actually,
yeah, she did. Yo, to be honest, sorry to cut you, but like, yo. I feel that's for me personally. Like you might not agree with me, but I feel that's the best that I got from Summer so far.
Big facts. I agree 100%. 100%. And this is no shade to Summer.
No shade, but it's just like, man, like sometimes some artists just need to work with certain artists
to bring it out of them.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. We're here. We're on the same wavelength. And for your next pick, you have something from that album too. So what is it?
Something About Us. Let's get it.
Let's go.
It might not be the right time. I might not be the right one, but there's something about us I want to say, 'cause there's something between us anyway, babe. I might not be the right one. It might not be the right time, but there's something about us I've got to do. I will share with you. I need you more than anything in my life. I want you more than anything in my life. I'll miss you more than anyone in my life. I love you more than anyone in my life. My life, babe. That's real love.
All right, that was Something About Us. There's no feature on that one. That is actually, man, I'm kind of torn between that track and the one with Summer Walker, but I gave it a slight edge.
Okay.
Something About It. I don't know that's the one that like me. Like when it comes to artists, when I listen to a full project, I just let it play. But when there's a track that I really fuck with, that caught my attention. Like
My bad. I muted you by accident. I was trying to mute myself because I needed to sneeze, and I muted you. But it's fine. It's fine. Y'all saw me sneeze. It's fine. On the audio, I'm gonna cut it out, but in the video, y'all saw me sneeze. So sorry. My allergies are kicking my ass.
Man, you got me fucked up. You mute me.
What the fuck?
The fuck? But
It was 2 seconds, but go ahead. Say what you were saying.
So, but anyways, no, yeah. So man, the track, man, another one. Like this, like to be honest, like the whole album just feels warm, and that's the vibe that you got from Drum's album usually, even from the past project. But like that one is warm. It's a lovey-dovey mood. There's a little bit of funk, and I don't know. That's me personally, but I feel like there's a little bit of neo soul in it. It's a mix of funky and neo soul element. The instrumental, I just feel like it's embracing you. It's slow tempo, and as far as it goes for the lyrics, hold on, let me pull it off. Trying to do me dirty with that Jill Party song.
No, the lyrics be evasive all the time. Whenever you need lyrics, it's just like it'd be the longest shit to try and get them.
Actually, I had it set up, but like, man, I closed it by accident. Hold up.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, well, yeah. Sorry, folks.
Find them.
It's me fucking it up.
I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
I'm actually like, while he was doing that, I was looking at. Well, I didn't give my thoughts on the song, so I can give them while you look for that. I love the keys, very cool keys here. It's very buttery. That has a creamy old school feel. I wrote this feels like it feels like a creaminess, like some good old, not just like a regular lotion from like the drugstore, like the body butter that you get at like Lush or the Body Shop, that kind of creamy. That's what it felt. It reminds me of a vintage picture of your grandparents. Like I feel like if you picked up an old school glazed.
I ain't trying to think about my grandma or granddad or something.
So why? This is the type of love they had. I feel with something, but they had that real love that let me rub your back after work type love. Let me
What?
I forgot. Yes, they had old people love is cute. Old people, and let me tell y'all, I watched this show on Netflix called Family Reunion. It's with Tia Mowry and Loretta Devine and Richard Roundtree. There was this episode where it was like mostly like the grandmother was having like all these flashbacks about this good old days and this how she grew up in this hotel, like how it used to be in the 50s or 60s or whatever. That whole episode feels like this song. Y'all don't believe me? Go watch the episode. It feels like Something About Us.
I'm just trying to think about what did you witness from your grandparent, but anyway, yeah, to a certain extent, I can agree with you about
Anyways.
the song. No, but the song is all about like lovey-dovey shit, like some love shit, but like,
sweet love.
I feel like it's a continuation of this song with Summer Walker too, and there's a bunch of track on the album.
Really?
Like, no, in a way that it's even in the chorus, it's like I need you more than anything in my mind. I love you more than anyone in my mind. Like it feels like you need because the more I think about it, like you said earlier, it's about addiction, and it feels like, man, the way that it's talking is like, love is like an addiction.
It could be.
So that's what I got from the lyrics. And nah, man, the whole joint, man. To be honest, is fucking dope, man.
The song has a nice little rhythm. It's like very easy going. I like the thing I wrote that I know it makes no sense, but it's an up tempo ballad. And yes, I said it, up tempo ballad. To be because the word would be mid tempo in this case, but
You feel
mid
like
tempo.
tempo?
I know it's not, but it's like it's as if like because it's not a ballad and it's more mid tempo, but mid tempo doesn't feel like the right word, so I'm gonna call it an up tempo ballad.
Okay,
Where it's
so
like
it's a ballad, but more up tempo than usual for a
there's
ballad.
like a little there's like a little kick to it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, okay.
It's a little rhythm. That's why I like. It's a lovely, easy track. And as you said, very lovey-dovey, but could be addressing some type of codependency as well.
I would need to watch an interview about with him talking about that album, The Process, because I'm
I want
curious.
to hear how he felt about
Yeah,
Drake stealing his song. That's what I want to hear
Drake.
about. Yeah.
Drake.
Hotline Bling was his song, Cha-cha.
Oh yeah, facts. I forgot about that stuff. Well, Drake be anyway. Drake is Drake. Man. He be stealing a bunch of shit.
Because I mean, I know he sold it, but that just must have hurt to see how big that song became. It must have hurt a bit. Because I always liked Cha-Cha better. Even though Hotline Bling was...
Yo, Cha-Cha, I witnessed it like at bars or whatever. Like, people just on another mood when they hear that shit. Like, to be honest, Cha-Cha is more of a party kicker than Hotline Bling. Hotline Bling, I don't know, man. I don't
Because it
want
was
to
when he started...
like I'm on some like Drake hating shit, but like...
No, they already know you don't like Drake, so it's fine.
Yeah.
But
I feel like...
I'ma tell all my boys about you mañana. Like, listen.
Yeah, you just in the groove right away. Hotline Bling, I feel it's some cheesy shit. But anyways.
But the dancing is what took it, because people were just that was meme for a whole 6 months. Those memes
were out of control.
That boy know how to make some go viral. Can't hate. So now it's my oldie.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So I wanted to go back to, I believe, and I will confirm when we come back, 2008 or 2009 with Mr. Ray J, Willie Norwood Jr., excuse me. This track comes from an album called All I Feel. It's the album with Sexy Can I, and honestly, this album was massively underrated. Let's hear it, and we'll come back.
All right.
Yeah, I still love you, baby. Yo, the story gets crazy, but in the beginning, man, the shit was all gravy. My girlfriend, she's straight up from Brooklyn, the type of chick to kill another bitch just for looking. She's so Brooklyn, she's so crazy. I swear to God, man, I love my baby, but you could always catch a nigga hanging out. I was in the late night spot, smoking out. That's when I saw this girl, she was leaning. She was kinda tipsy from the drink she was drinking. She was looking, then she started winking. Thinking to myself, man, I probably shouldn't be here. I got a name, then I got a number. I should be ashamed, cause I went home and called her. Now we on the phone, told me she was older. Said she from the Bronx, and she told me to come over. I was like, damn, I can't believe her. 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 Cheated on my woman with a girl from the Bronx. Man, this shit gets deeper. I hopped on the subway just to go meet her. She was looking like a wannabe diva. Freaky little bitch, borderline skeezer. My girlfriend, she wasn't hesitating. She was blowing up my phone every second we was hanging.
Yes, so that was Ray J from the album All I Feel, Girl from the Bronx. Off air, Clarence was just telling me how he had never heard a full Ray J project. I was like, that's not uncommon. I feel like a lot of people haven't heard a full Ray J project. I have, however, and All I Feel. How did I listen to All I Feel? Well, because you know what? Since I was young, I was a Brandy fan. Like, I got introduced to her by my cousins, and I remember this album was right behind Brandy's album. At one point when I was at the library, I used to rent albums. Yes, you remember the library, guys?
Yeah, you used to. Is it the? No, you weren't Ottawa. I was about to say the
Yeah, I was in Ontario, but like I go.
You could like take CDs or whatever. Yo, I never gave back that A-Ball and MJD CD.
I was about to say like I still owe the library money because I can't never get a library card in Ontario because of the that I owe them. But listen, I used to take CDs. Like if it was a CD I liked, they was not seeing it. They weren't.
Yeah,
but
Nicky used to rob CDs.
Sometimes I would pay the fees.
Gave her never like gave her any CDs or whatever. You'll never have it back.
I did use to rob CDs. My cousins they know that. They know. Usher's My Way. She bought it. She was wondering why it disappeared. Yes, it was me, c'était moi.
Oh, is it a breakdown confession?
Destiny Child, Writings on the Wall. That was also me.
No pun intended. I got the confession part.
I'm sorry, guys. I just my dad was like really cheap. Like he'd buy me things, but he wouldn't buy me CDs. Like he just thought it was useless because they would break. So I had to steal them. Wow, that was way too much information for y'all. But anyways, back to Ray J. All I Feel was an album that I kind of fell in love with. It's the album with Sexy Can I? And there's actually a lot of good stuff on here. The thing is, Ray J is he's a talented dude. Like he just people don't take him seriously, because of the persona. And I feel like himself, he hasn't really taken the music too seriously because he makes money in other things. Like there's more things that are way more profitable for Ray J than the music industry. So I could see why he never really pushed that any further. But this song, I love the beat. It's really infectious. I love the fact that he's telling us a story up and down. It's very catchy. Like you're into it. And because you guys don't hear the full song, so I don't want to spoil the end for you of the story, but go ahead and listen to the full song. It ends with it arson. There's some kind of fire. So you guys will hear the story that he's telling. I really like his delivery on here. It's not the most vocal song on the album, but I wanted to choose this one because I wanted for you guys to see another side of Ray J, because I feel like this is not a sound that you might have typically heard in his singles that have been released. So that's why I chose it.
No, it's a dope oldie. Ray J. I didn't know about that joint, which is why I appreciate it even more, because I'm used to a certain type of Ray J songs in general, a single. And me, like I said earlier, and even in general, I like when there's a concept behind it. I feel like it's not every artist that can execute a storytelling track. And he delivered it pretty well. Yeah, pretty well, to be honest. So now he killed it. That's a dope one.
Thank you. This reminds me of For the Love of Ray J. If y'all used to watch that reality show, like there was a girl with a tiger tattoo on her face. That shit was ridiculous. I was on the YouTube
OG reality show for all the madness that we got out there.
Yo, one of the OGs, like it was like same vein as Flavor of Love, and he kind of did his For the Love of Ray J. That shit was crazy. But I'm reading one of the YouTube comments here. The first thing it's like says, "This All I Feel album was tough, man. People just slept because they don't like him," and I agree. That's because that All I Feel album is really good, and I don't think people don't like Ray J. I just don't think they take him seriously enough to go to see an album and be like, oh, let me pick that up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because I think he's liked.
He got classic joints though. That's not even debatable.
He does, and I think he knows that as well.
Yeah. No, it's like at this point, like people can bash Ray J, but when you talk about one, you're like, oh, okay, yeah.
I got indoor pool and an outdoor pool.
Oh, we laugh.
Fuck it. He put the Breakfast Club on, man. I remember listening to it that night. Like that shit was a moment. I had to, because we had to be on the website because we don't have that station in Canada, right? So I had to be on the website.
I
think it was Power 105 website.
You need to watch it after the show was over.
Listen, that shit was wild. Yeah. Anyways, what's your oldie, sir?
Damn, Ray J. Shout out to Ray J. My oldie, I'm going all the way back to 2002. No, I'm not gonna go too far. We're still in the 2000s.
Going back.
I wasn't ready for that.
Don't mind me.
Yeah, from the boy, the OG, Donnell Jones. God damn, I have a. Oh yeah, you know that I love you.
There you go.
Let's hear it.
Let's get it.
You know that I love you, and that ain't gonna change. And though you're not here with me now, my love for you stays the same. Don't worry about those other girls, they can't take your place. You're the only woman in my world, and you can't be replaced. Girl, you know that I love you. Oh, girl, you're everything to me. Oh, girl, just let me show you, baby, just how much you mean to me. It's been such a long time since I've been with you. My friends say I should play.
All right, that was Donnell Jones. You know that I love you. Man, that's my oldie. I rock with Donnell Jones.
Same. I really like his voice.
Oh my god. Especially in the early 2000s, he had a good little run as a single artist.
He did.
Good
It was
single.
cute.
Yeah, it didn't go as well. To be honest, who cares if it didn't go as far as big as it as we think as I
Well,
think.
I'm sure he cares because
Yeah.
the checks must be a little slow.
Man, the amount of I'm sure he's probably getting some checks right now. He's better than me right now. He's doing better than me. But yeah, this track, man, it's just like, yo, it's just, you know, that what I like about like the 2000 early 2000 R&B is like, how can I say that, in the 70s, 80s, even like 90s, we like we talked before, it used to be innocent. But early 2000, I feel like there's more of a street innocent edge. Like,
It was a little more hip hop. It
yeah,
was
a little
more
bit more hip hop, a little bit more hood, and
a little more real, even.
yeah,
I would
more
say.
real too. And the instrumental, like, it just gives you that love, again, that lovey-dovey vibe, and you can feel like even through the lyric that he's running after that one, proclaiming his love and everything. So, nah, man, it's just a nice, sweet track that you just play in the back. Like when it comes down, like you have no choice, you just let it play.
I like this song because it has a little bounce to it. You know, it has the beat is bumping, knocks a little bit. You know what I mean? And what he's doing is he's reassuring you here
Yeah.
as a lady. He's like, you know, be sure that I love you. Know that I love you, and I like that. I think that's important. I think it's important to tell your partner you love them. I think oftentimes we forget that part. We get comfortable. You get used to a person, and you forget to, like, hey, just randomly, you know, I still love you. Like, you know, we good. We here.
Yeah.
Es muy importante.
Yeah. And nah, man, Donald really is actually, well, nobody did that good in 112. Is that Mia?
Why are we talking? Wait, what? Why are you attacking them like that? Damn.
No. I'm just talking like as a
Like, where
guy
did that
who's
come
not running a single run. You like to say the Beyonce or the group or whatever, but like it just happened. Slim tried, but
Well,
it didn't go that far.
when it comes to 112, most people will remember Slim because of his vocals. Like at the end of the day, like he kind of, this is no shade again, is he kind of carries a lot of those songs. I love Slim's voice. He's one of my favorite male R&B voices, so I'm a little biased to this conversation. So whatever.
Yeah, but anyway, shout out to Donnell Jones. I'm not attacking 112, by the way. It was just
No, I was just because I was caught off. I was like, what happened? He's like, no, they didn't do that well, right? I was like, damn. Okay.
No, but like on the single tip, like even if Slim had the best vocal, but like I feel like Slim, he didn't give me as a single artist the Donnell Jones track.
No, yeah, for sure. I feel you.
That's what I meant by that. So
yeah. No bashing. No, we don't do that here at Breakdown to Lowdown. We got love for everybody. And speaking of the, second segment,
the Lowdown.
He was late on his cue.
Nah, man, nah. Just receive a text. The Lowdown. I'm here. We live.
The Lowdown.
Welcome to the Lowdown, everyone. Second half of the show. Thank you so much for sticking it out with us. If you're not already, follow us on Twitter at @real_B2L, on Instagram at Breakdown2Lowdown, and on Facebook, just search Breakdowns to Lowdown. All of those are with the number 2, not the word 2. To the person on Twitter who added us and was defending the person who killed Ma'Khia Bryant, I'd like to say F you. Don't tweet us. How about that? That tweet wasn't for you. It wasn't for you MAGA loving people. So I'm straight up. Just unfollow us. No. Okay. Thank you so much. Love you, mean it. Okay.
Damn.
Now, so many things happened this week. I think it was good. It was making up for last week where we were literally trying to find things to talk about. But first thing I want to say, I'm happy that Nicki Minaj is back on social media, man. Like, she was, I didn't realize how much her absence was felt in music, but her absence has been felt.
No. No, like
Theirs is so mean. Like, I swear to God.
Like literally, you mentioned it, and it's like, all right, cool, she's back. But like,
her fans are excited. I'm excited.
There's nothing like the Barbs, but
but the Barbs they go hard, but
they go hard. But it's just like, she wasn't there, and there's so many shit going on. Like, we had the Gorilla Glue girl, we had Donald Trump. Even if we don't like to talk about him, we had
the Megxit interview on Oprah. We had a few things
so many shit going on. The Tory Lanez, even if it's on some dark shit.
Okay, but either way,
so many shit. No, what I mean by that, like, so many shit happened that we don't think about Nicki.
I thought about her. Like, a couple weeks ago, I remember going on her page, like, just because I want to see if she had posted. I don't actually follow her, I know, but it's not shade. It's just because, like, I don't follow a lot of people. I just checked her page. So, anyways, I was checking her page.
She's always on this bullshit where, like, she erased her page or her Twitter or whatever, and then she put it back. It's like, all right, cool, whatever.
No, but her last post was, like, for when I had checked, it was January 9th. It was a post with Black China, and she hadn't posted since then because I think in February we found out that her father had passed, and she didn't post anything until 2 days ago. So, and it was a picture where she's announcing something is coming Friday. So obviously the Barbs
probably
are thinking that this is music. So as you're listening to this episode right now, there's probably some new Nicki Minaj music out as well. There's a video that she just posted today where she's driving her very nice, expensive looking car, and Kenneth is in the passenger seat, and he just looks like a little boy. Like, Nicki, this man, I don't get it. He just, like, he looks like she's taking him to school. I didn't like that. I didn't like the optics of the video, but
I'm laughing because I'm thinking about Meek Mill when he was saying, like, who wears true religion boot cuts in 2020 or 2019, something like that. That shit was mad funny.
Because it's true. Because and Nicki has a tendency to be with guys, like, I don't know what it is, but when she's with men, it's like they immediately become like her. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but they kind of look like her bitches. Like, y'all remember Safari? Like, this man was carrying all the. I'm not saying it's bad to.
Safari is not fair because Safari. No, I don't agree with that. Safari was there since day one.
But he looked like her roadie, like her freaking assistant, and so does Kenneth. He looks a little scarier than Safari, but he still looks like.
But Kenneth doesn't look. Actually, Safari, if you would look at it like backstage or whatever, he would have that swag. He would have like that. No, he have a certain charisma. Like this guy, what's his name? Kenneth. or whatever.
Kenneth, Mr. Petty.
Mr. Anyways, like I don't know. For me, it's like all right, cool. It's probably a dude that she probably went in Brooklyn or in the Bronx or Queens.
But yeah, they knew each other back in New York. Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. Safari, like I don't know. He has a certain presence that is like, yeah, all right, cool. She made him look like a bitch, but like at the end, I just don't agree because like, yo, he was there since day one. Even if they're not together, but like, anyway.
I mean, he's gonna have another child with Erica Mena, so he's been over that day. She's married, he's married, so you know that's done. Okay. And y'all really forced Ellen off of TV, and I'm not mad at it. You know, I'm not. Ooh. Ellen, y'all, you know, Ellen was having all this trouble and rumors upon what it's like to work on her set. And, you know, there was an investigation on if, you know, what were the work conditions like and everything. So now she's announced that the show is going to end after its 19th season. So that, which will be ending in I believe, early 2022. So goodbye, Ellen. You know what I mean?
She rich. Who cares?
She is rich. Like, no, like she's rich. Clarence, like her net worth is ridiculous. Like this, why wasn't I born a white talk show host? Because I feel like the black talk show hosts don't make this kind of money. Like, I don't think Wendy made that kind of money.
Well,
Ellen money.
Well, Wendy's not in the same bracket. On the talk show. I mean on the talk show tip.
But why? Because she talks about like celebrity mess?
No, but like if you talk to me about like black talk show, I will think about Oprah right off the bat.
Right, but yeah, what Oprah's is like an anomaly. Like you know what I mean? Like when we think of the other black talk show hosts that there were, who else is an Oprah?
Steve Harvey.
He's a billionaire?
Huh?
He's a billionaire as well? Is he a billionaire?
I don't know, but he rich.
He's rich, but he's not rich from one show.
Yeah, but still.
All right. Well,
I don't know, man. For me, Wendy's show, you know how I see Wendy's show? It's like
I feel like it's about to be shade right here, guys.
No, it's not. It's shade or whatever. I don't really fuck with Wendy. Like I couldn't care less, to be honest.
I don't like her either, but I respect her.
She's not good for the community in a certain way, for the culture.
Well, she made some of y'all faves. A lot of people took inspiration from Wendy's style of interviewing.
Yeah, but like I feel like Wendy's show is like, you know, when you go to like black hair salon or whatever, like sometimes when I pull up on my sister and be like, yo, I dropped you that thing that you asked me, like, and you hear all the gossips in the back and shit, or they talking bad behind, like, oh,
yeah, so like, goddamn, she's ghetto.
Yeah, that's how I feel when I listen to her show. And you know, like that hairdresser that I'd be like, man, this girl, and everybody like, yeah, that's how I feel.
I don't disagree because that's why a lot of people don't want to come to Wendy's show. At some point, I think earlier on in her career in radio, and it was new type of the way she was doing it. If it was new and stuff, but it was still disrespectful. And
there's a way to do it.
Yeah, not her way, because she burnt a lot of bridges. Like, that's why Beyonce ain't never been on the Wendy Williams show, even when Beyonce was still doing interviews, or Destiny Child, because she burnt the Destiny Child bridge from her radio days. Like, they were on the radio and she kept calling them Beyonce and the girls, when, you know, Beyonce was like, can you please not say that? Like, and she was like, yeah, Beyonce and the girls. Like, you know, when you're disrespecting people to their face, it's like, how are you gonna get these people back on your platform? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's
no, but there's a way to do it. Like, he's not the best example, but like Charlemagne, like, yeah, like he used to get under people's skin or whatever. But like the thing is, like, most of these people now, they will tell you like, yo, he's probably an asshole on air, but like when you talk behind the scene or whatever, you take the time to actually know the guy, like, yo. And
people were scared to go on the Breakfast Club because of him, though.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, see, that's how I feel. Well, that's another dude that is not the best example, but like academics.
Oh my god, I hate this nigga.
No, but sometimes he be on point. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like him personally, but he be on point sometimes. To the point, it's like, man, he's stating facts. But anyways, like academics, he always says like, yo, why you attacking me for doing my job? And sometimes we be like, yo, you attacking me because I'm stating facts. And like, yo, I'm just a dude doing my Twitch, or like when it used to be on Complex, I'm just a dude doing some shows or whatever. And some people literally would pull up to do literally like, yo, to bully him. But it's like, yo, man, you trying to bully me, but you ain't trying to bully these other people you have beef with or whatever. You ain't trying to be in the same room as them. Like, cool, I'm the easy target. But anyways, so sometimes,
well, all I know is
I feel like these artists, they pick and choose sometimes.
For sure, but I just don't know. I don't handle business like that. We don't do that on our show. So don't be scared. Don't be scared to come on our show. I'm never gonna disrespect anybody like that, even if I have heard. Because there's some guests that I have heard some shit about them, but I wouldn't do that. You know what I mean? And and I know when also I'm asking a question that the person doesn't want to answer. Like I remember one guest that we had. I'm not gonna say her name, but it was a female, and I had asked like a relationship question, and I could tell it was like, I was like, oh, I'm not going to press it, but Wendy going to press it. Anyways.
Yeah. No, but the thing is like, man, you gotta treat people with respect at the end of the day, man. Like even if you don't like the person too or whatever, but at the end of the day, the respect gotta be there. And
100.
the other thing too, and that's by my personal experience. Yo, sometimes some people be like, man, you trying to work with that dude or whatever, boom, boom, boom. But I always like to get my own experience because
see for yourself,
Because sometimes, man, for me it might work, but for you it might not work. But at the same time, if for me personally it's working with this person, it just tell me everything from the person that told me all the bad stuff.
Big facts. And then I just wanted to, she broke up with some nigga that she was seeing. So Wendy, good luck. I don't know. So people are speculating that Nicki Minaj and Rihanna have a song coming out together based on the fact that they followed each other on Instagram and they were wearing the same shoes. Now, I know it sounds ridiculous, but celebrities have been doing this lately where they give hints to people by posting certain pictures. Beyonce does it a lot. Before she released Lemonade, she was posting a bunch of shit with lemons. But at the time, we didn't know what the fuck she was doing. Obviously, it made sense after. So, the fans are thirsty, especially the Navy. The Navy hasn't gone any Rihanna music, so maybe it is something coming. I wouldn't be mad, you know what I mean? If that's what it is on Friday, I think it'd be cool. Versus. So recently, we just had a versus on Mother's Day that passed. No, not on Mother's Day. The day before Mother's Day. I thought it was on Mother's Day. Like when it was happening, I was like, "Isn't this shit tomorrow?" But anyways,
so. I'll be honest. I didn't catch it up. I was moving around, so I need.
You were moving. I missed the first 20 minutes, but people told me that was just the DJs that were playing at that time. It was interesting. Girl groups are funny, man. Okay. I don't like to say certain things about women here because Clarence do be running with that shit because he be like, yep, y'all are. You do that sometimes, but because I remember, what was it that you said? Something where we wouldn't be good at this because women are too emotional. I don't remember which topic we were talking about, but here,
I said that, man, y'all the most powerful people on earth.
Oh, but what's holding us back is that we're too emotional.
Yeah.
Well, here in this verses, I saw too much woman cattiness and pettiness that I feel like if it was two male groups, we wouldn't have had. It was just random, unnecessary
shade.
It was a feeling, and it was coming, honestly, I'll tell y'all, from SWV side, because Escape came in with the good energy. They was trying to just have a good time, and Coco,
she ain't got no so tiny, man. With what she got going on, she ain't got no choice.
Wow.
No, but it's facts.
I mean, that's true. Coco was on 10. Like, her energy was stank, and I love Coco's voice. Like, y'all know that ain't no SWV without Coco singing her ass off. But her attitude was on stank. Like, I'm like, what is wrong with her? Like, why are you so, like, what smile, sis, like, you know what I mean? And they kept asking them to sing live, and she was acting like you know, she wasn't being paid to sing or something. I was like, okay. At one point, Candy was like, because first of all, what the fuck are Swizz and Timbaland doing? They put the stages so far apart, like it felt like there was no connection. So I think Candy was like, yo, like it's the energy was low, so she stood up and she tried to get everybody to come and sit down on the steps. So Escape all came down and they sat down on the steps. One of the members of SWV came and sat down, and you know, the two others were like, I don't, because honestly I looked at those steps and they look hard as fuck. I was like, I don't want to sit on the steps, I want to stay on the couch. And I understood that, but in spirit of camaraderie, or however you say that word, and just like not embarrassing them, like, because they're all sitting on the steps and now it looks weird.
I didn't watch it, but like, is it me from what you're telling me? Is it me, or like the female versus? There's always tension or weird energy, because
it's not you.
We had that with Keisha and Ashanti.
I think it's the matches that they're doing, because see, we didn't have it with Jill and Erica because they were friends. We didn't have it with what's it called, Patty and Gladys, because they knew each other. They're friends as well. Shit. Well, it could have been shady. They old people be shady as fuck. Like if Aretha, you know, bless her soul, was living, that would have been a whole different type of verses. So, but they actually got along. I just feel like they're picking people. Well, it's not. It used to, if it was the old verses where it wasn't necessarily a friendly thing, where it was supposed to be like more like my songs are better than yours or whatever, more like a verses, then it would fit more. But now verses is supposed to be kumbaya, and everybody's supposed to be singing and performing their songs. It's supposed to be kumbaya.
Man, I love it messy, man. But in a good messy, like I need to see the competition. Like it needs to go track for track. And
they had good responses sometimes.
That's why, yo, I don't care. That's why the Jeezy Gucci was my favorite one, like right off the bat.
Yeah, but that was real threats. That was real danger. So that's why that was a little different.
To the point, like everybody that was in the room, when you ask them what was the energy in the room, everybody like they don't even talk first. They're like, yo.
See, because me, it was like it'd be like. I like the old man classy shade. I like classy shade. I don't fear when death is about to happen. That's why I like Babyface's shade. Teddy would play something and Babyface would be like, oh, you know, I sat down with Whitney Houston and she actually told me that story in life. Like it'd be like, it just be shit. Or Teddy would play a remix and Babyface would be like,
but that whole thing was messy though. The whole
Babyface was like, oh, we're playing remixes? I didn't know we were playing remixes. I was like, I like this shit. I was like, why the fuck did this nigga play a remix? Like, that's not your song. Shut the fuck up.
That one was good too, man.
It
was all messed up, but like that actually, yo, that's one of the realest one, to be honest.
That was funny. But I want to say with SWV and Escape, they have great songs, both of these groups. It did remind me that they both have really great songs. SWV was edging them out at a lot of them. I think Escape was winning a lot of the first few rounds. You could see in the comments, people were like, shit, Escape got this one. But then SWV came with the bangers near the end, you know, and it was destroying shit. And the only thing I didn't like is like Coco was just acting like she was better than everybody on that stage. And I don't like that. I don't like that. Like, better than her own group mates. She was just like, why am I here? I was like, well, why did you come? Fuck, like fucking Keisha Cole, man. Like, why did you come? Why? Anyway, so versus.
What's the next versus?
I don't know. Did they announce it?
I don't know. I didn't see no announcement.
I do not know. I
need the messy one, man.
I need some messy one, but I do know that Candy had a great night, man. When she played No Scrubs, she hit us with that bills. She said, "Yeah, I'm hitting y'all with my songwriting credits too." You know what it is? It is.
I don't like that.
Why? She wrote it.
Yeah, but that's not your joint. You wrote it, but you didn't perform.
But verses used to be that. It used to be any song you have something to do with.
No, I know, but I just don't like it. That's me personally. I want to see what you doing. What did you do? Like, it's not fair. I feel like when they do that, it's because they don't have anything left in their bag. Are they trying to play it safe?
If I wrote like "Say My Name," I don't give a fuck what you think. I'm not playing "Say My Name." If I wrote Usher's "Yeah," you think I'm not gonna play "Yeah"?
Okay, but I have a question for you. Let's say there's a versus with Drake. Do you want to hear the reference track from Quentin Miller?
Wait, but that doesn't make sense. What do you mean?
No, let's say there's a versus or whatever, and like I don't know, it's just random. It will never happen. I know. But like, let's say Quentin Miller. I don't want to hear Quentin Miller, but play some Drake because at the end of the day, we all know you trash and you don't have anything
If
else.
Quentin Miller is no, it's his. If he wrote on it, then yes, he can play it. I disagree.
No. But
Okay, we
but
go.
for me, it makes more sense. It's not the best example, I know, but for me, it makes more sense if it on a a producer tip. Let's say there's a Dr. Dre versus against a Diddy versus. Like for me, it will make sense. You produce that shit.
Well, here's my thing. So when Neo was doing his with Jonte Austin,
Mm.
was it with Jonte? Yeah, it was with Jonte. He played. It was a songwriter versus a producer versus, but he also played songs that he sang on. Same thing with Babyface and Teddy Riley. Teddy Riley
Same
played Blackstreet
keyword.
songs,
Same
and
keyword.
we miss it. It's the opposite. So if you let's say it's a singing versus, and now you're also inserting songs that you wrote and that you produce. It's just the reverse.
No, I know, but it's just I just feel like, man, like okay, Neo for me. If he would have played Beyonce, what's the name of that song? To the left.
He did play that.
Yeah,
because he wrote.
he played that. Yeah, but for me, it's like, man, you're just trying to win that round because it's Beyonce's hit.
We met.
Anyways, that's me though. That's me. But Neo is an artist, so he got Neo is Neo. He ain't no scrub. So like, yo,
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. We gonna move
Neo
on.
got hits. No, oh no, I was saying that it's not fair for them to play some track that they wrote or whatever.
Plants that don't make sense. You know it don't make sense. So
Go play your own shit.
Okay, all right. So let's move on to Joe Budden because he ruined his own shit. How about that? He took a gun and assassinated his show.
Open it
up. That's funny. Apparently the Joe Budden podcast is over.
Completely off topic. Did you know that song is about masturbating?
Ew.
Yeah. I was in shock. But anyways, yeah, back to our regular program.
Ew. Who writes a song about that?
Well, the more I think about it, it makes sense. Pump it up. But anyways, that shit was a hit though.
I am disgusted. Okay. So yes, it looks like the Joe Budden popular show with Rory and Mal it looks like it's ended. That's what he's saying. It says it's over. He wrote on Twitter it's over. 100. He said 1,000% over.
It's over with them, or the whole thing is over because.
Well, I heard that
because by popular, in like the popular opinion, and even and I'm on that side of the fence too. When they weren't there for a whole month, he had like these two other
co-hosts.
Yeah, co-hosts. Everybody was like, "Yo, he's a gazillion time better than with Mal and Raw."
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Really? Okay. Well, he could do that. He's. But okay, Joe Budden's a little bit crazy, and no, like honestly, women who have been with him for the last 10 to 15 years have said it, and now
it has nothing to do with.
And now everybody on the internet, yes, because people don't realize the way that you are in. Hold on a second. The way that you are in romantic relationships, the way that you treat your partners, is often how you are in business world. It's often how you are with your other relationships. Absolutely. However you handle, like the way. That's why they tell you, like when you date a guy, right? They always say, like, look how he treats his mother.
The way that I treat my girl, that's the way that I treat the other people.
It's telling of your personality. Yes.
You definitely lost in the sauce.
Haven't you heard, like, they always say, like look at a guy, how he treats his mother, that's how he'll treat you. You've never heard that?
Fuck no. I know some of the biggest assholes, even if they good to their mothers. The fuck you mean? Sorry, I do not agree with you on that. Sorry for that. Sorry.
You don't have to agree. I'm just and it's obviously there's going to be exceptions, but I was talking to a family member about this when I was telling him, like, yo, you don't realize how every aspect of your life is connected. And he was like, certain things that he did in the household, he wasn't realizing that affects how he is like that at work. Like the way I am in my life with you guys, of course, there's a barrier at work for sure, but parts of me come out. If I'm like, parts of my essence of who I am will come out at work. The longer I work with them, yes, the more myself comes out. It's how you don't just change from place to place. You don't just become a whole different no, not a whole different person. Yes, you know how you adjust, but you're not a whole different person
for certain people. But in general, that's not how it is. I'm not.
You're completely different than you are at home, than you are at work. You're completely different.
I'm all about business at work. I don't live with these people. I don't know them. I will treat them with respect.
So your personality changes. That's not true, Clarence. The way that you are, like somebody does something to you and you put that in your mind, you know, okay, that's a check mark. The way that you're in your personal relationships, you'll do that in your business relationships as well.
Nope.
That's not okay. I'm
gonna tell you.
Clarence is the person who's able to be different people all the time, so he doesn't carry other parts of himself into other situations. Okay, I didn't know that was possible.
You're not the same with certain people.
Yes, you're not the same, but your core personality.
Am I the same with you as I am with my girl? No.
No, but the way
am I the same as I am with you, with my dad or my sisters, or like random people that I have when I work? No,
Clarence, but you'll say things to me like, you'll be like, yo, people know me. Ask anybody who knows me. I'm like this. You'll say things like that to me.
That's the people that I rock with.
No, that's what I'm saying. You'll say, and whenever you say that, it's before you tell me something that is a core thing to your personality. So that means you do these things outside of just like
I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, like, yo, if I see the Joe Blow at the corner store, I'm not gonna act the same way. I will treat you with respect because I treat people with respect. I'm a respectful person, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna be at ease with you like that. I'm not talking
about Joe Blow from the corner store. I'm talking about your relationships. Yeah. They like your work relationships, your familial relationships, your romantic relationships. They all feed into each other. Yes, how you are, that's how you do relationship with humans. Yes, humans are humans. How you interact with people, regardless if it's somebody you're sleeping with or it's not, there's fundamental similarities. Yes,
trust me, I know some of the biggest assholes out there, and they're so nice to their family. Trust me, man.
I think that and just to go back to what we're actually talking about, I think that there is a lot of similarities in the way that Joe Budden manipulates in romantic relationships that he did in his work relationship with his partners. I think there was a lot of similarities, and people have been saying as to how he is, how he functions, how he works. I think that does feed into your personality.
Joe Budden, I can agree to a certain degree with you, but I do not agree for everything.
Okay,
because he have a tendency. Because I remember in an interview, Charlemagne said like Joe Budden have a tendency of destroying what he's building. But hold up.
Okay.
Joe Budden is to a certain capacity, he's a misunderstood person. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. But he brought that on him to a certain way because of his delivery and the way that he approached stuff. But most of the time, and I know you don't give a fuck because I know you're kind of biased when you don't fuck with some person you don't.
No, I'm not biased. I'm listening. I want to hear what
most of the time when he says some shit, he's right. It's just that his point doesn't come across in a good way. It's like, because I listen to the podcast. I watch the podcast, and I remember after the whole month that Rory and Mal wasn't there, they came back. They Rory and Mal was trying to explain themselves on air, and like Maul was trying to justify white income. He was like, "Yo, man, I'm all about respect or whatever." But for me, what he was saying didn't make sense. But anyways, but Rory, since way before that, you could feel there was some tension. But Joe Budden, since he said some shit, and he was right. It's like, yo, literally, like he said, there's no friendship in business. Yeah, you my homie, but like business is business. That's the first thing. And he said something like, "Yo." At the end of the day, like, yo, you can talk about some shit like, yo, so what? It's not because like you're not coming to this shit. I'm gonna stop doing this shit. I still got people to pay. I'm not depending on Spotify or whatever. I still got people to pay. So let's get the ball rolling. They took it.
Yes, but I see what you're saying, but also I understand what was the one that was saying Rory Mal,
Yeah.
that was what he was saying as well, because I do think that yes, business is business, but it happens that sometimes you form a relationship with someone versus like, okay, so there are people that I work with on other shows or other things that I do
Yeah.
that I don't have the same relationship that I have with you with.
Mhm.
So there are things that I would accept from you that differently than those people that I know less. You know what I mean? So yes, it's business, but if they have a relationship as well with Joe and this guy, because I don't listen to the show, but I think there should be some kind of, you should take that into account as well too, in my opinion. I think so. And I don't think it's a reason to fire them and end the show.
No, but it depends if they were on some bullshit because there's a whole backstory too. But that's another topic. I ain't trying to go into that. But
We can go into it. I don't know anything.
no, but it's kind of out there. Rory and Mal be on some sneaky shit too. So, but yeah, but nah, but like, and at the same time, to be honest, I feel like it's karma for not necessarily Joe, but mostly Rory and Mal because they have big mouth. I remember they were the ones saying that, yo, the Breakfast Club they have 3 years in their run left and all that. They were talking on academic. They were talking on a bunch of shit going on.
Yeah, they talked a lot of shit about that
But
show,
you're talking a lot of shit, but we're not gonna lie. You see earlier when you were talking about like, yo, what's the name of this guy, Kenneth Petty or whatever it is?
Petty, Mr. Petty.
Yeah, no, not well, yeah, him and
Nicki
Safari
Minaj's husband.
being Nicki Minaj bitch. Well, they're literally Joe Budden's bitch. Like that's how I feel. It's not like other podcasts where you could see like, yo, there's unity, everybody have equal say or whatever. Like yo,
he's clearly like
yeah, like I wouldn't be mine like if Wendy would be like, yeah, Joe Budden and the boys. Like that would be the perfect example. I wouldn't be mad at that. But that wouldn't be disrespectful at all or whatever. But anyways. But but what you were saying, like, man, you could be my best homie, but business is business, man. Like, even like from my own shit, like, yo, I learned from my own experience. I got some contract now.
I think I hear what you're saying. It's just I don't think I'm at that. I'm not at that cutthroat. I'm not at that cutthroat level yet. But I understand what you're saying.
But it's just like sometimes, like, yo, my thing with when there's a gray zone for certain people, it's like, yo, sometimes I'm trying to get some shit fixed, but you're trying to play that friendship card where like, yo, you're trying to play with my emotion, but like, yo, I'm all about business mode. Like,
fair.
That's why I'm coming with my post. So what?
Okay, well,
anyway, but the thing is, like, I will take into consideration, like, yo, at the end of the day, like, I always go deeper. I always dig to see, like, yo, I'm not gonna jump the gun. I'll try to see if there's some fucked up shit that happened. I'll try to go deeper to understand why that happened. There's a reason because I know that person. That's when, for me in business, friendship comes into play. But other than that, man, like, it's all business mode. That's how I feel.
Business is business. It's strictly financial. Okay. The last topic I want to talk here is the moment I've been waiting for because I want to know what Clarence thinks about this. Now, this week is so funny because last week I was telling Clarence how everything the Real Housewives of Atlanta do goes viral, and he You didn't believe me. I'm
No, but
telling you.
I saw that one.
I was like, sir, I'm telling you, but this was so trifling. So even people that don't watch the show, people have been talking about it on my Facebook. I'm like, I know for a fact you don't know who this person is, but you just want the situation. So for people who don't watch the show, Porsha Williams, who was a cast member in The Real Housewives of Atlanta, randomly posted a photo of herself and what we thought was the husband of another person who is on the show, Fallon, but she's not the husband she's not, so they're not together no more because now he's with Porsha, and everybody's trying to figure out what the fuck did that happen, because the last time we saw him, he was married to a whole other bitch. So, and I don't mean to call her a bitch, it's just the story was crazy to me because I just saw you with her and I was like, and you were married, and they have like 5 kids between them. So she had 3 on her own and he had kids on his own. You know, they big ass house, living this gorgeous life. And then it's like, oh no, that's my man now. Porsha's posting him. She's engaged. There's a ring on her finger. Her caption basically, it's so stupid, I'm not going to read it, but her caption said, you know, yeah, we've been dating for a month, and yes, we're crazy in love. You know, we've decided to go through life together. You know, and basically we don't give a fuck what a hater has to say. He said he just finalized his divorce from another person, and now Porsha, she's another person. But a few months ago she was, yes, bitch, this my girl, y'all in the pool together, but now she's another person. I was shocked. I have never seen such gull, such audacity from a person. You know, she stated me and Fallon were never friends. This girl came on the show. The description was
there's clearly a next season coming up.
I mean, people are like, yo, they must be drumming up, because I've never heard. I swear to God, Clarence, it was the most surprising shit.
The one in charge of
no, that's Bravo.
Oh, okay.
And Andy Cohen. Like literally the description of Fallon, which came on the show, was Porsha's friend. So I'm sitting here like, Porsha, this is a bad look. Like, this guy is, I don't even care. Like, what this, first of all, this man is not, he's not cute. Let's say that, first of all. He's 56 years old. So he was already way too old for the other girl, because she's 31. She caught a lot of flack on the season. This was her first season on The Housewives. People were saying, oh, she's a gold digger. She's with this man who's 26 years older than her. He's just, you know, African man just because he's rich or whatever. So she was already getting shit for that. But she defended her relationship time and time again, saying that they were really in love, blah, 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 don't watch my relationship. You, Porsha, go to her house. It's just, I remember the scene so vividly. She's playing in this woman's pool, you know what I mean? Hugging and everything. And now you're engaged to her husband. The divorce is not even finalized, because y'all know the internet. The internet went up and they found the court papers that shows that the trial is set for like July. So the divorce not even final. This is messy. That's messy.
Wow.
I want to ask y'all, and also Clarence, for listeners, how do you date somebody within? I'll tell y'all my answer. I don't date within my friend group at all, because that's messy. But to be engaged, like, is there, at least if you're gonna do that, is there a time limit that we wait? Do we wait 6 months to a year? Like,
no, okay. Well, that's some foul shit. From your explanation of the whole situation, that's some foul shit. Like, that's my thing, and like I always say that to people, and yo, I don't respect when people go in other people's yard. Like, yo, even if they're not together no more, you don't touch it. Like, yeah. So, because for me it says that, yo, so basically if I was with the person, you were lurking for the look.
Right. Like, your replacement is always close.
And like, yo, don't get me wrong, like, from the expression I'm about to use, but like, yo, there's plenty of fish out there. Like, yo, there's a gazillion women out there, there's a gazillion men out there. Why you gotta go in that yard?
And fellas, now you know. Fellas, now you can know why, like, sometimes, and I don't always disagree with that, some ladies will tell you, I don't bring my female friends around my man. And now you can understand why. because some of these girls aren't your friends, clearly.
Nah, like yo, I heard some stories, like even about girl, she told me some stories and all that. Like yo, I just don't understand. From me, it's point blank. Like yo, if that person trying to lurk at your man or vice versa, yo, woman, like yo, that person wasn't your homie.
Yeah, your boys, like, listen, and there are, for you guys as well, some of your boys be lurking. Like, my ex is one of his really close friends. Like, I think 3 months after our breakup,
Yeah,
nigga was,
you made a move trying to finesse.
nigga was sending me gifts. Like, he went all out. Like, I was like, oh my, I was shocked. I was like, this is your friend, I thought. No?
No, but see that's what, and that's my personal experience. These niggas these niggas need to understand. Like yo, when y'all doing that, and I'll talk for man,
Mm-hmm.
because like that's my personal experience, because like, and it's not even like people that I used to go out with or whatever. It's literally like, sorry, my language is literally like they just need these girls just to smash them or whatever, but they're ready just for some pussy to throw you under the bus. But what they don't realize is that that same pussy that you trying to finesse, you trying to throw this nigga under the bus. Yo, women talk. Women talk right off the bat. Like some women be telling me, yo, you know this guy, like I don't know, I saw him dapping you up and shit, but yo, that's what he said. If I were you, and next thing you know, 2 seconds after, yo, what's good, man?
Mm-hmm.
Like, yo, you on some sucker shit.
Big facts. No, I 100% agree, because I think on both sides it's trifling for men or women. I think, because just like I think Tammy Roman was talking about it, she addresses situations like there needs to be some type of girl code. Same thing for guys. I think there's a thing of bro code, because
There's a guy code like me, like personally, like with my guys, I'm not gonna talk with people that I don't consider my friends or whatever. With my guys, the rule it was like, yo, like if you try to have her, it's all good. Like we falling back or whatever. Or sometimes like literally like, yo, not I don't sound like don't judge, but like yo, literally like, oh, I go, oh, you smell, oh, I smell, okay, all right, so I can go, okay, all right, cool, but yo, you just gotta give. But sometimes it's tricky because some dude, you can do all of the respect the code and shit. They give you like the signal to be like, yeah, you can do your thing. I'm falling back,
and they
but
still gonna be mad.
they still petty. They're
Yeah,
still petty.
I have a friend like that.
They have some beef with you or whatever, and you're like, yo, what's good, man? You acting funny and all that. And then next thing you know, you're learning from the girl, like, yo, man, by the way, this guy is mad at you because of that. I'm like, oh, is it for real?
And that's what I'm saying, because while humans are possessive, first of all, they think they're not with somebody, they always own the person. But I do think you be careful, don't shit where you eat. I think that I mean, I have a friend who's like that. Like she'll be like, "Oh man, yeah, I don't care," and then you just exchange numbers with the guy, and she's like, "Oh really? Like you gon'?" But I'm like, "You just said that." I'm like, "Fine, like damn, like you know what I mean?" It's better to just kind of stay away from that. Now I'm gonna speak specifically to Porsha, because I know there's some Real Housewives of Atlanta listeners who listen to this. Porsha, that shit was trifling. Let me tell you something. That girl was your friend. Stop lying to people. Two. That is the messiest shit you have ever done in life. Like, you posted this man. Not only did you post this man, you posted this man with your baby daddy, like some brother husband shit. Yeah, there was a picture of them on Monday, because people thought she was back with her baby daddy, but
it's just mess. I don't know, man.
It's so messy. But now
it just showed me how low some people can go. Like, well, I don't know.
And I'm in.
You want to take it, but
no, it is low. And if it's for the
go regarding that, because it's like, man, like for me personally at this point, I feel like she got into this mess for ratings, because
that's what I'm saying. But then if it's that, then it's even worse. Like, because it's already bad if you're just doing it because you actually like this guy, but it's even worse if you're doing it for ratings. Porsha, this is the foulest shit I have ever seen from a reality TV star. Like, I have seen a lot of foul shit from reality TV, but you going and infiltrating this woman's house, acting like her friend, but secretly, because I know y'all ain't been together for no month. If you're crazy in love with this man after a month, then I don't know what to tell you, sis, because that's very weird. Y'all been seeing each other longer than a month, okay? It's trifling. I don't care how you want to slice it. It's trifling. It's shady. it makes you look like a lowly bitch. And you know why you know you're wrong? Because she's been on Twitter all day. Yesterday, she was trying to retweet the people the 5 people who do agree with her. She kept retweeting these tweets. You know what I mean? to make her feel like she did something right. She's like, I don't care. Yeah, Porsha, be happy. I'm like, shut the fuck up. I seen Porsha's fans turn on her like this. They'd be like, yo, me trying to find a way to defend Porsha, and it'd be those memes with the girl thinking with the mathematical equations. Like, ain't no defense for this girl. It's just bad.
There's not. To be honest, there's nothing to go further about. It's just some foul shit. That's some sucker shit.
And you gave ammunition to all of your haters. So Kenya Moore, who is a big enemy of her on the show, Kenya was living for it. You know, she already put something in her story. You laugh. She put the Nicki Minaj meme in there where Nicki was like, "What? Like, I told y'all. I've been telling y'all." I was like, she's gonna have a field day. Porsha, you literally destroyed your own self. Good job. Good job. You know what I mean? You deserve what you get. That karma. I don't want none of that.
Man, people out there, stop being on some sucker shit, man.
I'm being on some snake shit, man. The snakes be right in your circle, man. That's why I don't be trusting people, man. Fuck that.
You see how funny, I always say that. People will say, yo, man, my test for people, like, it's with money and shit. Yo, you can't hold me, like, if you're 500 and not give it to me, I don't give a fuck. I look at you about women. No, it's facts. There's like, there's a specific nigga, man. I don't know if you listen to the show. I don't fuck with him anyway. He clearly knows, but like, I start fucking with him because he was on some fuckboy shit because of some girl. It's not even my girl. It's just some regular girl. But it's just like, like, I know some niggas will be like, man, he's still over that story. I'm not. I'm over that story. I don't give a fuck. But it's just an example because at the same time, it proved me right. Because that same nigga, not only that he proved by being like, Monsieur Techo, sorry, I'm thinking French and Creole at the same time.
It's all good.
But like, for some pussy, it just proved that he start fucking other niggas over some other shit. So it proved my test is the perfect.
So you were right. You were proven right.
I was right. I'm like, man, see, I told y'all. Just the way that he was all over. I knew it. There's a lot of niggas that I cut off because on some fuckboy shit over some girls. Not even money.
Damn.
Women.
Damn. Well,
if I'm falling out with you over some pussy, it says everything. So sorry, like I'm using.
No, it's okay.
It's just like, that shit got me. That's the type of shit that really got me tight. That's why I'm saying niggas out there, like, or like, that's why I was saying before, like, man, you can't trust niggas out there no more. They in their feelings or whatever.
Jeez. La dissertation, man. This is all in. Well, on that note, listen, I want to know what you guys thought about this tea this week, man. We talked about a lot of things, so I want to know what y'all think. Breakdown to lowdown@gmail.com. Maybe if you're the trifling friend that has taken your friend's man, write in. You can write in anonymous. I just want to hear your story. I want to know what was the thought process. Why you did that. I'm curious. Breakdown to lowdown@gmail.com. Breakdown the number 2 lowdown@gmail.com. Let us know what you think about we talked about Wendy Williams, we talked about Versus, Joe Budden, all the stuff that we talked about. I'd love to know your personal experiences and or opinions. Also, you can follow us on social media at real_B2L on Twitter, at Breakdown to Lowdown on Instagram, and just search Breakdown to Lowdown on Facebook. All of those are with the number 2, not the word 2. It actually really helps as well, not only that you follow and share, but that you subscribe to wherever you listen. If you're listening on Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, yes, we're on YouTube as well. Subscribe, share, rate if you're able to, rate 5 stars if that's available on the platform you listen to. When final thoughts.
I think I already gave my final thought.
Yeah, that was a final thought, man. That was a lot.
It's facts, man. Like, man, again, my final thought again. People you be worried about your money and shit, people giving back your money. It's all good, man. Fuck the money, man. At least he broke. He can't give you back the money, but he
leave him in a room with your girl. See what happens.
It's facts. It's all, at least he broke. He can't give you back your money, but he can be a good person. But man, watch him do with your girl. That's all I gotta say.
Well, okay.
And it's a vice versa thing for women too.
Absolutely, because let me tell you something. I don't know for guys, but these girls are bad. And I'll say this because this is now that I'm older, I have a very select few friends for this reason, because some of these hoes, and like I don't even want to say this part because the personal experience just kick in, the hurt was still just jumped out, I was like, but people, and they'll lie to your face, and they'll be lying to your face. Okay, you will never know, and then till you do. So just watch out. But what my actual final thought was, sometimes your friends, like the real people that care about you, they're gonna read you, and they're gonna read you a reason, and accept it. This week, 2 of my friends read me for 2 separate reasons. They were completely right. I do need to do that shit. It was for my good. They were saying it for my good, but when I heard it, I was like, damn, like, shit, calm down, you know what I mean? But I thought about it, I was like, they right.
And you need an intervention?
It was kind of like an intervention, to be honest with you. But yeah, you're allowed to, if the criticism or the advice is coming from a good place, don't be too much on your defensive. You know what I mean? Just try and hear what is being said. That's my final thought.
Yeah, I agree. That's a good one.
All right, y'all.
And just to add on that, like, don't see it on the surface. Go deeper, because some people, they just hear what they want to hear and they don't want to hear the rest. They focus on a part, but they don't see the bigger picture.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
All right. Peace.